Algebra Lesson 7, factoring trinomials in the form of x squared plus bx plus c. So this is the type of answer we would get after we would have done FOIL, multiplying two binomials. And then we get a trinomial. Now we are trying to reverse that process by separating them, factoring them. Now, this may surprise you, but this is, I think, one of the only trial and error new parts. So most of you will enjoy this because most of you are trial and error type of students. You enjoy the trial and error rather than going through this long, tedious type of formula. So let's just get started. I will try to walk you through some of these. These are the actual questions on page 24, numbers 1 to 5, and I'll let you do the last few on your own. This is actually something I enjoy. I am definitely the formula type, but I actually enjoy this trial and error one. So let's go. So first of all, we need two sets of parentheses, this set and this set. And we need this one factored. So what two things can be multiplied to get k squared, which is k and k. Now, so far what we've done is just find the square root of that, and then put it in there, one a positive, one a negative, and then you're done. But that only works for perfect squares. 56 is not a perfect square. In this case, we will have perfect squares for the first one, for the first term. So now, what we're looking at is what two numbers can be multiplied to get positive 56 and added or subtracted to get negative 15. What two numbers can be multiplied to get 56? 7 and 8. Try 7 and 8. 7 and 8 work? Yes, 7 and 8 multiply equal 56. So now, how do we get 7 and 8 to equal negative 15? So I think they both have to be negative. So negative 7 minus 8 is negative 15. Does that still work here? Negative 7 multiplied by negative 8 equals positive 56. So that works. Therefore, this is correct. Let's try the next one. So square root of j squared is j. Now, two numbers multiplied to get 6 and added and subtracted to get added or subtracted to get 5. Normally, I've seen this most of the time, people go to 6 and 1. Oh, that should work. It doesn't. Especially not if they're both positive. So what other number can be multiplied to get 6? Normally start with multiplication first. That would be 2 and 3. But that also adds up to being 5. So if we add 2 and 3 together, that gives us a positive 5. And if we multiply positive 2 and positive 3, that gives us a positive 6. There you go. There's your trial and error, and it's done. It's accurate. Let's do this one. Square root of x squared is x. Now, add and subtract to get, multiply two numbers multiplied equal 2 and added or subtracted to get negative 3. So think a 2 and a 1 should work because 2 times 1 equals 2. Now how can we get it to equal 3 or negative 3? Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Ta-da! It's also correct. So this has a lot to do with just trial and error. Try to brainstorm which ones work together in multiplication, which ones work together in addition and subtraction, and are they coherent? So let's do this one. Two sets of parentheses, multiply, two numbers multiply to get that, added or subtracted to get that, to get 1. So what two numbers can we multiply to get 30? So 30 and 1, but that doesn't work to get a 1 here. Oh, what other numbers? 15 and 2, but that doesn't work either to get a 1. How about 5 and 6? Multiply 5 and 6. Well, our x is here. I think we've already caught on to that one. And now our 5 and our 6. So one has to be a negative, because this negative. But what would make it a positive, adding and subtracting? If we would do this, that would make negative 6 plus 5 is a negative 1, so that doesn't work. If we do 6 minus 5 is a positive 1, so that should work there. Negative 5 times 6 is a negative 30. Perfect. And that works. So make sure they work both ways, not just one way, because you could have 15 and 2, but that doesn't equal 1. Let's do the last one yet together. What multiplies to get 32? What two numbers can we multiply to get 32 and add and subtract to get 4? I brainstormed on this one a while. This one took me the longest. 8 and 4. Let's try it. 8 and 4. So now we need a positive 4, therefore the largest number has to be a positive. Let's try this. 8 multiplied by negative 4 is negative 32. And 8 minus 4 is positive 4. So therefore, it's correct again. So go ahead and do the rest on your own and see if you can get them. And then finish the rest of the lesson on your own as well.